basically everything below it's going to stop working. So hand in hand-ish, there's really no right or wrong to whether you put one before the other, but I'm going to talk about breathing. So with breathing, throughout my whole shooting career, I was always told with a pistol, just breathe. It's not that big of a deal, okay? The more I started doing more shooting and, you know, running around, lifting things up while shooting, my heart rate was up, my breathing started getting more and more. I realized that if I just breathe like I was taught or told, what happens when I breathe with my chest is my shoulders move, right? So there's a couple reasons why you don't want this to happen. One, if your hands are moving because your shoulders are moving because you're breathing with your chest, you're gonna have to try to track your sights on those shots that you're trying to make. Two, a lot of times what happens is people tend to start holding their breath to make those shots, which is also not a good idea, because if you're breathing heavy, it's for a reason. You need that oxygen. So if you stop breathing, all you're doing is you're setting your body in a panic and moving it backwards to where you're gonna start breathing heavier and heavier, okay? So what I have found is if you start to use your stomach to breathe versus your chest to breathe, it does two things. One, it keeps your shoulders steady. Two, you have a vagus nerve in your solar plex that when you breathe through your stomach, it applies pressure to that, which can actually help alleviate some stress and lower your heart rate. So it's kind of you get 2 for 1. So if you watch, I'm gonna breathe through my chest, and then I'm gonna transition, I'm gonna breathe through my stomach, meaning I'm gonna try to shove all the air down, expand my stomach, and leave my shoulders flat. So if I breathe through my chest, you can see my shoulders move. Now if I breathe through my stomach, my shoulders stay flat. I'm inhaling through my stomach. I'm putting pressure on that vagus nerve, which is gonna also help alleviate stress and reduce my heart rate. So I'm decreasing my stress and decreasing my heart rate, and I'm getting better, more accurate shots because my shoulders are not moving. So if you're at the range, you're running around, you're breathing heavy, you're stressed, whatever the case may be, just try to remember, don't breathe with your chest. Try to shove it down into your stomach. Breathe with your stomach, okay? It's uncomfortable, it's unnatural for a lot of people, but it is very important, especially if you're trying to take shots as you're breathing very, very heavy. So remember that, and then with breathing, we'll get into natural respiratory pause and all that kind of stuff once we talk about rifles, because that comes more into play. But with pistols, remember, it's not just breathe because it's a pistol. You can actually use it to your benefit with stomach breathing instead of breathing with your chest. Get you better, more accurate shots, and helps alleviate stress and reduce that.